Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the BYU, ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's York. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Houston going up tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the BYU Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride Davis here. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Sanford. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Smith wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll put the tight end in motion. Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quarterback extends the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try
the kicker
lead
for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
BYU 3.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Unloads quickly. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Fires into traffic, picked off. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Using his legs, it's Need. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up two. It's down at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He makes a grab, and he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Cougars! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Houston will snap it in the red zone.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
At the 2-yard line.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Movement here from the tight end. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Houston. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
BYU 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll throw it on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Zings it complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this would have gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it, you got to get better, you got to grow, and that's how that works.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been